happening? A brand new YouTuber off the bench, and I'm going to be talking about this game. Why is this such a big deal, Lucy? I mean, it's only a first-person shooter open world genre. No! No! My avatar is Fallout related. My iTunes is Fallout related. My clothing is Fallout related. Even my body art is Fallout bloody related. So this game is a flipping big deal to me.
And although it is kind of notorious for glitches and bugs, getting trapped in the landscape and vibrating body parts, for some reason you just kind of let it go. It will happen to you again and again until manually saving your game every 10 minutes becomes an obsessive compulsion so that you don't lose hours worth of wasteland traipsing time. And yet you're just kind of like, oh Bethesda, you cheeky sausage you. Any other game and we would not be having this, no siree. But it's Fallout 3, and it's Bethesda, so whatever. And so, with the spirit of the millions of Fallout fans clinging on to any whisper or hope of Fallout 4 being released in the near future, I'm going to reminisce on the good old Fallout 3 days, along with what made it the particular game which is both the best and the worst game combined. Pro number 1, sweet ass music. This is the first game which utterly transformed my entire music taste. The swing, blues and jazz of the 30s through to the 50s, which composes so much of my musical appreciation, would not have come to fruition if it was not for Fallout's soundtrack. Traipsing across the barren, radioactive wasteland with GNR radio echoing from my Pip-Boy 3000 made those hours go by in a flash. Oh look, a Deathclaw, no. Never mind though, because I've got Frank Sinatra. Blue Moon. Pro number 2. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is the voice of your father. That's all I need to say.
There you go. My goodness, just a year old and already walking like a pro.
Pro number 3. Gameplay for days. The sheer size of this game is astronomical. I've ploughed days worth of time into it, still coming back months and even years later to continue my journey across the post-apocalyptic world, and still side quests pop up, new locations are discovered, new NPCs are met, collectibles are collected. Open world games are one of my favourite genres to play. I adore adventuring and exploring, so this is a huge advantage. Pro number 4. Weight limit! A complete burden and the absolute bane of my life at some points, but your strength limitation of the amount of weapons, armour, aid, junk and quest items that you are able to carry was actually quite satisfying. Figuring out what you could afford to drop and abandon, or even walking all the way to the nearest merchant in order to sell some gear, which, yes, I'll admit I've actually done before, was oddly rewarding. Could I have underlying OCD? Perhaps. But drinking that last Nuka-Cola to get down to 290 out of 290 installed a feeling of smug elation that I can't quite place. Pro numero 5. Dialogue options. Top equals good, bottom equals evil. I'm sure we're all aware of the conversational choice schematic. I mean, we've all played Mass Effect. But Fallout has a real knack for the humour in some of these responses, particularly if your character goes down the bad route. Games don't usually have a strong sense of making me laugh out loud, but on many occasions I found myself giggling like a wee little lassie.
Alas, as much as I adore this game and approximately 89% of anything to do with it, Fallout wouldn't be Fallout without, well, this. There are a few, shall we say, faults in the wondrous world of the wasteland.
Con number 1, leveling lags. Not being able to advance past level 20 kinda sucks. There are scores of perks that remain untouched, which really grinds my gears. I want to experience more special moves and added bonuses, but the 20 cap stunts all of that ambition. It sort of makes you feel like there's no point in progressing because you won't be getting any experience points, which is a shame. Con number 2, health system. Yeah. Torso blasted by an exploding missile? Arm broken via sledgehammer? Legs shattered from tumbling off a gigantic cliff? No worries. Just sleep it off and you'll be good as new. What is this about? Seriously, this is the most nonsensical garbage I have ever experienced. Guys, we need some realism, some believability. We can't just get our face gnawed off by a deathclaw then be right as rain after an hour's kip. It's silly. Con number 3, clunky combat. Oh, how I loathe the combat system. If you're not using bats to lazily cheat your way to winning, then it's real-time torment for you, I'm afraid. If melee weapons are your choice, then prepare to get as close to the enemy as physically possible and button mash until you, or they, die. If your choice is shoot to kill, then you have an ungodly range of weapons to select from. Again, where is the realism here? The guy isn't even wearing a backpack, for Christ's sakes. Where does he even keep all of these? All of which are slow and sometimes don't even fire anything at all. Also, if you find yourself dying in a particularly hard battle, just bring up your Pip-Boy and apparently the entire world is frozen in time around you as you drink 6 bottles of Nuka-Cola and eat 10 cans of pork and beans to restore your health points. That's if you can actually press circle to bring it up, as when there is heavy action going on, Fallout lags to shit and you basically fail to do anything. But you know what? For all of its flaws, I really do love me some Fallout. Now all we need is Fallout 4 confirmed and to be set in London. Post-apocalyptic natural history museum? Super mutant Queen Elizabeth? How is this not a good idea? Hey there you lovely little watcher you! It's HaleFail here and I want to just personally thank you for watching till the end of this video. It means more to me than you could ever comprehend, so thank you trillions. If you click on the video above, it will take you to my previous one in which I expressed my thoughts on the potential Last of Us movie. But if you want to tweet me or look at my life in photos, then follow HaleFail on Twitter and Instagram. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Adios gamers and gameritas!